Alright, we should be live, and back to do more Tarkir Dragonstorm drafts. Pop over here, throw down our gems, and get started. Got out of the shower, feeling refreshed and ready to go. You're listening to my deck building stream for Tevil earlier. I got off to a very late start this morning. So I woke up relatively super early for me, like 6 in the morning, and just went back to sleep, and as soon as my face hit the pillow, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's just like, oh, cool, I've slept most of the morning away. That's great. But yeah, I got off to a late start with that. Still did the deck building session because I had to skip it on Tuesday. I was doing yard work, so I didn't want to skip twice in the week. Because I want Tevil done before Final Fantasy comes out. That way we can start working on a Final Fantasy commander. I don't know who yet. There are a lot of interesting build-arounds because there are tons of legends in the set, so I'll have to figure out which one I want to pick. But right now, kind of focused on Tevil and getting Tevil done. Alright, where do I want to start here? I don't see a good Mardu aggro card, so I'm very inclined to grab the Wildling. Temur Battlecrier is very strong, but I'm still inclined to grab the Wildling, because the Wildling is fixing and a dragon, so in the 5-color nonsense deck, Sagu Wildling is one of the better pickups. The white-green land, Abzan is my least favorite color combination, so the only reason to grab an Abzan land is because I'm like Temur and Sultai, or not, like Temur and Jeskai or something, or Sultai and Jeskai. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the Wildling here. See what we get past. There is a Corroding Dragonstorm I could pick up, 2 decent black removal spells, and a Sultai Devotee. There's another dragon that would not be terrible. I'm inclined to grab one of these two, and I think it's the Caustic Exhale, and see if we wheel the Corroding Dragonstorm. I'm not expecting it. The storms tend to get picked up pretty early, even the ones that aren't great, outside of, having to play, like, 5 dragons. Like, Caustic, I will run if I have a bunch of dragons, but something like Breaching or Teaming, if I'm in the colors, I'm just running straight up. There's a Mammoth now, and a Thornwood Falls. And those are really the only 2 cards I'm looking at. Like, there is a Mardu Devotee and another Starry-Eyed, but I like the cards that I have, so I don't feel inclined to branch out. I think this is grab the Thornwood Falls first, but I could see also taking the Mammoth Bellow here. I do like to draft fixing early, especially if I'm leaning towards the 5-color decks, which is one of the main reasons why I grabbed the Sagu Wildling. Like, out of all of the common dragons, this is the one where I'm just like, yes, this is the thing I'm absolutely looking for whenever I'm taking dragons in this format, is fixing, and it's actually a dragon itself, so. Like, obviously, if I'm going to have a bunch of dragons, I want a globe or whatever it's called, orb, but I am way more content to actually have the dragon at the time. Speaking of which, here's Frontier Bivouac and Encroaching Dragonstorm. Both good. I am very inclined to just take the Bivouac, honestly. I feel a lot more confident with the lands early on. Encroaching Dragonstorm is still very good. The biggest problem with it is that if you're not playing against the other 5-color dragon decks, it's a lot worse than just having a good fixing land early. But it's slightly better than having the fixing land in the mirror matchup, so I guess we can take the Encroaching Dragonstorm then. But yeah, the land would also be a huge pickup there. I don't really care for Sidisi. I will run Wildling Dawnbreaker, because it outmuscles the other common dragons. Well, not all of them, but it outmuscles Wildling and the red one pretty well. I could also just take the Sagu Pummeler here, though. And white... If I'm not running a color, white is the color I don't want to be running right now. I'm way more inclined towards red and blue and black. And grab a Focus the Mind here. Resolve would also be fine. Bloodfell Caves would probably be fine. Yeah, give me a little card draw to go along with my ramp and whatnot. Ooh. Dispelling Exhale is good. Feral Deathgorger is fine. Sultai Devotee. Alright, give me my first Dispelling Exhale. Ooh. Don't really need a second focus, but I'm also not super inclined towards the Rebuke. Rebuke is fine, as long as you're not trying to kill a ward creature or something, because 5 mana is already a ton. Take the second focus, but kind of hoping that I don't need it. Simpson Monument. We want the Unburied Earth Carver either. Like, none of these are what I'm looking for. I'm going to take the Absent Monument just in case I open up something that I want to splash for, have more ways to grab land. And we're just taking a bulk rare here, because I should have 4 of these now, so we should get a 20 gem rebate at the end of the draft. I'll take the Humbling Elder first. I don't mind having one of either of those, so take one there. Dragonologist, War Effort, Disruptive Stormbrood. If I had another dragon already, I think I would take the Dragonologist. There's also a Sibsig and a Roamer's Routine, so there's a bunch of stuff in this pack that I would not mind seeing come back around. I think I'm going to take the Stormbrood as an early interactive spell, because it can kill a small creature and a dragon later on. Here, I kind of want the Bivouac. We only have Caustic Exhale to make us black, so if we see a good Temur spell, we can grab it. Now there's a Skirmish, though. Stormbrood is fine. Yeah, give me the Stormbrood. We already have the Dragonstorm, so might as well get more value out of it. Another Caustic. Lion Weight. Thornwood Falls again. Give me the second Caustic, so that way I have more game against Mardu aggro. Being able to kill all their potent 1/3s and such. Oh, somebody's holding up all the packs. Clearly it's Sam and Frodo. Having another argument over whether or not they should trust Golem to make a pick. Not mind a River's Rebuke, but I think this is a chance to grab another affixing land safely. Alright. Another cat. This time a catch-all removal spell. Like, Caustic Exhale can kill the smaller dragons if they don't have the globe, but don't actually have anything that kills anything yet, so grabbing a Skirmish and now a Sarkhan's Resolve gives me a lot of ways to deal with larger creatures in this format. White green land, a Whale of War. I think I prefer Whale over Negotiations, and I'm not a big fan of the Night Watch. I'll certainly run them in decks. Okay, this was a pack that had like everything in it, and we did still wheel a couple of decent cards. Fail to protect my medium dragons or Roamer's Routine when I already have approaching. I think this is a Veil first. Kelly's got all the packs. It's fine, we'll wait. How are you doing today, hypothetical viewer? Are you like me? Are you sad that we're going to be leaving Tarkir soon? That all the fun 5-color decks are probably going with it? Super excited for Final Fantasy. Where you're allowed to be, even though I'm one of those people that really hates Universes Beyond just as a concept. Like, I'm certainly still going to have fun with the set. Like, there's still, you know, ignoring the fact that it is Final Fantasy characters and whatnot as Magic the Gathering cards. Like, there's still going to be fun and interesting games of Magic to be had. But I don't think it needed to be Final Fantasy in order for that to be true. Like, you can just design good cards. I will say the one thing about Universes Beyond is it does encourage designs that would be nearly impossible to come to without trying to top-down design around the Universes Beyond settings. But ooh, there's another Dragonologist now that I have more dragons to work with. And we're only giving up Dismal Backwater, it feels like. Technically a Kintree Severance. Yeah, alright, I'm down for a Dragonologist now. Well, I have a Frontier Bivouac. And I'm only really giving up the Abzan. I already have 2 Focus the Mind, so yeah, let me take the Dragon Brood Relic. It's gonna be hard to activate, but not impossible, so. Don't really need Defibrillating Current. I suppose now is a good time to grab the Roamer's Routine, since I didn't get that other one, and I don't think I need a Rural Procession or Second Humbling Elder or Nightblade Brigade. I could really use like an Abzan or second Temur land, or this guy's not really helping. Sultai is my colors. Mardu and Jeskai aren't helping. Absent and Temur, Sultai. Yep, okay. Ooh. Ooh, that is potentially worth the splash. We already have a few different ways to get red mana and a red tri-land in our deck, so... Yep, I'm down. Give me that Frostcliff Siege. Yep. Soda from lunch is almost gone. Second Songcrafter Mage. Don't really need that. Don't really need the Dust yet. Not taking the rare, so like Temur Tawnyback or this thing. Tawnyback's obviously a lot easier to cast, but flashing back either Caustic or Salt Road Skirmish or maybe Sarkhan's Resolve. All of those are pretty strong here. Alright, no good fixing. Take another dragon then. Right now I would prefer fixing to just about anything else, but... Look like we're gonna get much, if any, or... Want a sniper, maybe a devotee. Help out with my mana a little bit. I do like the sniper, both for getting in early damage and holding off the early aggro plays. This pack has nothing for us. This was the wheel, so we didn't get back the land on the wheel either. I'm running any of these right now. Maybe, probably not. Also maybe, but probably not. Also, that Pack Beast going super late, kind of ridiculous, but... Yeah, this might actually be an Embermouth Sentinel. Let's put him in the list and then figure out what we're cutting. It might be the second Focus the Mind. I don't think I need both of them. Or I could cut the Whale of War instead. Keep both Focus to draw extra cards. That might be correct. Cut the Whale... Fine, but not essential. Probably cut the Rejuvenator at this point. Just run all of my cool dragons. Alright, let's double check the mana base. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We are mostly blue-green, and we have the most in green. I'm a tiny bit worried about not having a swamp super early. But hopefully we can find one in time. Alright. I think the deck is fine. Yeah, I don't feel like there was enough... Like, there wasn't really anything in Pack 1 to make me not take the Sagu Wildling there, and once I have the Wildling... Like, the only thing I could have possibly taken was the Temur Battle Crier and tried to do things from there. Alright, well, we have an early blocker, and we have our Dragonologist, so... The only downside to this is we don't have black mana right now for the Stormbrood. We have the red mana instead. Well, they played a white land and a red land, so I'm going to assume that I need to kill this to not get run over by typical Boros aggro. Whatever pieces of Mardu they are. Well, I can go get a swamp now if I want to. I think we play out the Dragonologist first. Yep, there went one swamp. Honestly, I think give me the dragon. I'm going to want to be playing out spells the next couple of turns, so holding up counter magic feels less likely. I can go get a swamp. Or I can just wait. I can also just play this thing out as a blocker, because I don't actually need to get the land yet. But... yeah, no, I think we still get the swamp here, just to make sure we actually get it. We've already got card draw in hand, so we don't need to hold back on that regard. Could kill their 2/4 and attack them for 5 here. I think I'm just holding up the dragon right now. So there's their first spell. There's their second one. Question is, am I going to trade my dragon for their 2-power double striker here? I think the answer is no. I think we just take the hit. Rush in our dragon. So kill the card advantage creature. Draw some cards. See what we hit. Play the... oh, I have to discard a card. Right. We can discard roamers at this point. Play out the land. Four. Pass the turn. Now we have Humbling Elder for the... double striker if it tries to rumble again. Yep. That's a minor problem. Alright, attack for 4. One trade. I was gonna say, I don't mind if they trade here, because now I'll still have the biggest body on the table. Oh, that's a lot of 1/1s. Damage. go ahead and kill that thing off. They'll be able to sack to their one thing, but that's okay. Yep. Congratulations, it's a 3-3. Oh, hey, look, it's my other dragon. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1 mana short of casting both the dragon and the Salt Road. I kind of want to kill the 3-3 now. Attack with the 4-4, because they're not going to block with all of their stuff here. In fact, they just took it all. Alright. This is 5 mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap her. Cast this. Get swamps out of my deck. They're gone. So yeah, they can make like one of their guys a 4-4 if they want to, or they can spread it around, but if they're spreading it around, then I've got blockers. Yeah, like, if they attack with everything, I trade with one, bounce off the other, and yeah. They agree with me on that one. Okay. I have 20 cards left in my deck, but yeah, I think we just pass for right now. Flash out the dragon. Probably can't counter any of their spells right now. Oh. Yeah, still can't counter that. Would you like to attack with your guys and get most of them killed? Okay. Alright, here's my dragon. And I still have one more card draw spell, so we are going to run that out. Sure. My biggest guy for your biggest guy. Each and 2 1/1 counters. Yeah, I don't really need any of these guys to be bigger, and I don't need to go all in on the dragon yet. That's a Warden. Yeah. I was gonna say it's bad, but they're not winning in the air, and I can put the counters on my guy now and just 2-turn air clock them. I didn't want to put the counters on it before because it's already vulnerable to most of the removal that they have anyway. Like, putting 2 counters on it only gets it up to 5 toughness, so it still dies to Osseous Exhale, for example. So I'm not really saving it from anything. But once it's a 2-turn air clock... Alright, so nice and straightforward. Ooh, this is gonna be bad if it's an aggro deck. But it's fine against another mid-range deck that's a little slow out of the gates. Because I'll be able to kill the first flyer if they ramp into something, and then I have a large reach creature after that, so... Alright, Dragonologist is helpful. Be a turn 3 play. That blocks their Leopard. Well, that was a whole lot of land. I did need one of those land, but Technically, this works. And yeah, I'm gonna take the hit here. Draw some cards. Don't need another mountain. Okay. Let's just go ahead and play out the dragon. Gain my life. It's hexproof. Next turn I can run this out and get the swamp directly into play. If they attack with the tawny back, I'll take the hit. If anything else tries to rumble, then I'll be inclined to block. Yeah, this is fine. Let's take the hit for right now. Cast this. Oh, we got a counterspell. Take action. I'll have to get my swamp. So no attacks then. Yeah, it feels like they have Dispelling Exhale, so if they have a dragon, I can't pay for a 2-mana spell here, but if they don't have a dragon and they go for it, I can actually tap one of my guys to Relic here. Oh, now it looks like I'm using it to save my guy from Glacial Dragonstorm. Oh, wait. I don't care if they kill Dragonologist, never mind. That's fine. I accept. Yeah, I already got a full card's worth of value out of casting that thing, so as well just kill their guy here. Okay. Play my land. I think I want to let them try and kill my dragon here, and then flash in a different dragon. They go to attack. Because there's a very real chance that they will just attempt to flash back their thing and kill my guy. Oh, another Temur Tawny back. Oh. Oh no, yeah, no, they still have red mana. For a second there I thought I tapped them out of red to do that, but they're going to get to make another bird, kill my one dragon, and then I'm going to eat. And then they still have the 1 mana left over to try and kill my thing. Yep. Make a bird, draw a card, discard a card, kill my 3/3. Oh, they discarded a land. Yeah, you don't have to discard if you don't want to. They're going to kill that thing? Sure. Alright, then, if they're not attacking, let's run out another dragon. Yeah, it seems pretty good here. And attack them for 14. Hmm? I was gonna say, I don't think they can attack here. We do have the mana to pay, so yeah, we kill the Tawny back. Oh, I should have played the land first, because if they had a dragon, because I feel like they've had that counter spell in hand. And I missed that I was going to be a mana short. Ah. Alright. Well, that still doesn't let them kill any of the creatures that were going to live anyway. This out. Go get an island and a swamp. Alright, they might have stabilized with the blizzard if they drew something particularly strong here. And if I don't draw anything my own, like another flash dragon. Mostly because it's one of the other dragons I have, not because it has flash, but just drawing it would let me cast it, get another haste flying trampling creature onto the board. Alright. Another blizzard. Giant growth your guy so you take no trample damage. Ah. Alright. Yep, okay. Oh, my mighty 1/1, well, now 2/1. Reach, Death Touch, Vigilance, Trample. Yeah, it's 2/5/5s. It's not great for me. That's also not great for me. Better than nothing, but, you know, not great. And I'm not attacking because the 2/5/5s are more of a problem than the 2/1 is, so. Alright. I was going to say, if they're attacking, I'm blocking one of them. They're going to flashback Bewildering Blizzard. Jesus. Jesus, that's brutal. Okay, sure. Guess I lose then. Unless I draw something amazing here. Oh my god, like, how many things could I have drawn there? Shut up. Shut up. Chain like 30 cards together, then tell me it was a good game? Yeah, I bet it was a good game for you. Like, I had so many things I could have drawn there with the haste trample and extra power that would have just won me the game outright. And after fetching 2 lands out of my deck the previous turn, we drew another land. Because we still had like 3 left in the deck, 4 left in the deck, something like that. Man, I do not ever draw black mana in my opening hand. I have like 2 red cards and like 4 black cards, and I get a mountain every single time. Alright, well, if this is an aggro deck, I'm just gonna lose what I have. I'm gonna need to draw out of it if this is against an aggro deck, but if they just go mountain here, okay. Less in trouble than normal? Ooh, and they're gonna shuffle him back in for a card? Okay. Well, I can always hold him and go get a swamp next turn and then play the swamp and cast Caustic Exhale, so I think we wait. Because I would rather have the dragon if I don't need the Caustic Exhale, or if I draw the swamp naturally. Alright, so we just wait then. Yeah, probably just gonna kill that out of necessity and efficiency, and then just run out my 4/4 next turn. Let's get the second forest down. That way, in theory, we can hold up a Snakeskin Veil in the future. I want to forget that I hadn't played a second forest yet, somehow. You know me. I can totally do that. Since I have the Snakeskin Veil, I'm going to make this play, because if they have something to kill it, it's going to fail the first time. And I'd rather have them need to spend 2 removal spells, and the size means it's going to have to be a premium removal spell too. Like Osseous and Incinerating or whatever, Exhale, Molten Exhale aren't going to cut it. That's 6 power worth of creatures, so yeah. I'm not holding the one back to block anymore. Okay. The one forest. It's good to me. I don't think they can attack me here, but do I know? I'm not the boss of them. Alright, maybe now they think they can attack me because they got the Death Toucher behind them. Five. Sure. What else you got? Alright. This can give double strike to a creature. I think we just hit him for 3. And play the Roamer's Routine. out of my hand. Or more accurately, get the land out of my deck. Pass the turn back. Alright. Are they going to bounce their enchantment rather than gain double strike? Sure. Sounds good to me. And one life is a little annoying. I hit them twice. Thing a little more in my way, but I guess I don't have great attacks right now. Word. Yeah. Weird if they did not recast it here. They kind of need to get it down and start finding stuff before I find a way to finish them. Death Toucher is rumbling. Okay. There we go. That'll probably do it. Alright, so this is 5 and 3. Yep. So we just go to damage. Notably, even holding him back would not have saved them by itself, so they would have needed something else. I had slightly more fun that time, yes. Well, I have a Dismal Backwater and a Frontier Bivouac. I also have a Dragon, so I can play the Backwater tapped. Still be holding this up on their 2-drop creature. And I need to draw some lands, though, is the biggest issue. But I'm not getting run over by their early plays, at least, so if they are, like, Mardu-based aggro deck. Ooh, drawing another 5-drop / 3-drop spell is not where I want to be. I need the land for the Dragonologist now. Alright, begging and choosing and all that. I was gonna say, you don't have a counterspell, that is a Plains. Let's put a regular forest on top. The swamp, yeah. Yeah, despite how weird some of these lands look. I'll look at you with your fancy aggro flyer build. I don't have anything else to do with the mana. I don't have double black, so we're just going to pay the extra one here. Can't block there, guys, so I might as well be attacking. If I cast this guy, obviously there's going to be like 5 land on top of my deck, so can't do that just yet. I make this a 5/4. What are the odds that they just kill my guy? Pretty high, but with me missing land drops, I don't know that I have a better play here. The problem is there was no reason to kill my guy before this. So. Yep. And they even made their other thing bigger. Yep. So I take 9. Or I take 8, go to 9, so. Yep. Okay, this is over now. There's literally nothing I'm going to do that's going to get me back into this game anymore. Alright. We bricked on land for like 5 consecutive turns. Like, the only thing... I didn't even draw land naturally the entire game. I had to go find that land. Nope. Only way I could have won that game is if I had have been Psychic and waited for them to cast the 5/4 out, because I could have killed it while it was a 4/3 in response to the trigger. And then killed the 3/3 flyer, and then maybe I would have won, but... At least would have bought myself a lot more time, because then they wouldn't have had a large creature that I couldn't kill, but... I don't know. I still would have needed to draw land. So, and we saw how well I was doing at that up until that point, so assuming the rest of the game proceeded the way it was going, the odds of me drawing land were going to be pretty abysmally low, despite the sheer volume of them relative to cards left in my deck. Well, this is a game I'm going to lose if they're the aggro deck. Oh, good. Dismal Backwater is kind of exactly what I want to see there. Alright, let's cast the Relic here. That way we can run out the Dragonologist next turn. Then we'll eventually play the Dismal Backwater, but in the meantime... Ah, it's DC. Hi, it's a DC. How are you? I could also run out the Cliffs here. Or not, Frostcliff Siege, rather, here. Well, it's almost definitely going to stick and then start casting creatures, although Dragonologist, I'm not sure super matters. This way I have the option next turn of casting this. Ooh. They got priority there, which tells me one of two things is true. Either they have the blue X counterspell, or they have the -X/-X. Alright. Both played a ramp spell and are 1/3s with utility. Yeah, it's a Slagu Wildling, alright. Checking Dragonologist. Make sure that... Ah, they're gonna kill the Dragonologist. See. Kind of hate waiting, but I'm also worried that if I go all in on the one creature, that I'm just going to lose. Alright, so I think what we do is... Since this feels like it's going to be a grindier matchup, I think I actually go for the other mode and make them block my guy. Or let me start drawing cards. Yep. Then we can flash out the other one and try and draw cards that way. Yep, I take the one. Did it. Alright, that's mildly problematic. Still kind of have to wait, though, otherwise... Let their sorcery speed removal kill things. That I do not care about. They want to make a 2-2 now and this is the lifelink? Sure. My turn. Hit them for 4, draw a card. Alright, I have a lot of options now. I think we just kill the 4-drop. Take my 1 damage. Cast this out. Get a land. Have 1 black, 1 red. Currently no other black or red spells. Cast this. And discard the extra island. Alright, I feel accomplished. Now have Caustic and Resolve for their next dragon. So, whether it be a smaller or larger one. Technically, right now, we have another dragon on board in the Relic. Alright, what you got, opponent? Do your best. Ooh, Karsi Revenant. Well, that's gotta go. Target that. Autopay. Behold my dragon. Is it 1 or more? Yeah, it's 1 or more. Alright. Play the farce. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 8. Alright, let's get some lands out. Hmm. Mountain. Forest. Yeah, I'm still going for this. Oh, no counter. Alright. Discard that one. And pass turn. They have a dragon. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's what the resolve is for. Or my own relic, one or the other. They're down to 16. I'm down to 14 cards right now. Alright. Getting a tiny bit dicier now. Okay. Okay. So this one blocks there. Then we flash in the Elder. Yeah, I still think we keep that thing alive. Not overly concerned with their dragons right now. So, land. And yeah, let's kill the lifelinker first. And then kill that one for good measure. And punch you in the face for 4 again. Alright, opponent, what have you got? Do your things. Ooh. Yep, that sucks. I don't have a way to exile that thing, do I? Having all of their creatures suddenly be 4/4 flying lifelinks is terrible for me. Hey. What do I have then? Focus the Mind. Sarkhan's Resolve. That's the problem when it's my own dragon that's holding me back. They have 15 cards to my 11. Hey. Yeah, making all their guys 4/4 flying lifelinks is what's going to be the thing that kills me. Eventually. Like, first they're going to attempt to buff up. Oh, they're going to tap down my flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over. Alright, so we just stop them from tapping my guy. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it was bad. I should not let them... Oh, they're gonna put the counters on it? That's fine, then. Play that. Darken's Resolve. My guy would be an 8/8. They're tapped out. Oh, yeah. Submit 0. Target that. Block their guy. A quick 8. Yeah, I was just going to kill their guy, and then I'm like, wait a minute, my stats are, like, way better than theirs. Alright. Attack them for 5. They block, because they want to turn all their guys into my guy. I don't think the one thing is going to be good enough, is it? On the bright side, it only lasts the one turn. So. Oh, right, it only becomes a copy of their creature. So, let's have a bunch of Nagas now. 9 and 12 is 21. So, they're 2/2s naturally. Oh no, wait. If we kill the original Flesh Naga, then they get to tap down my lifelink flyer, so we just do that and gain 5 life. I don't really care if they get more lands, honestly. I know it's making the thing worse, but it's going to be hard-pressed to counter a spell at this juncture anyway. Alright, so they're at 9. Now I'm at 9 cards left in the deck. But I'm also going to draw an extra card here because of the enchantment, so... Giving them priority to sack their treasure, is that what's happening right now? Pretty sure that's what's happening right now. Alright. Gain 5, draw a card. Play the Sagu Pummeler. Last turn. Oh, they have a Kishla village. Okay. That's what's giving them priority. I missed that that was not a forest. They left the card on top. Not going to mill it either. Hey. It's surveilled too, so they also left the other card on top. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure. See what you got first. Sure. Got him. Take 5. Gain 5. I draw another card. Summon another one of these idiots. Yep. This one. I behold this dragon. How many cards are left in my deck? 5. This will put me to 4. Alright. I think I still have one of my other dragons left, though, so I can infinitely shuffle if I need to. Do I still have one of them left? I forget now. One Whirlwing... Oh, both Whirlwings are dead, so maybe I don't then. Alright. Strategic Betrayal. Yep. Yeah, you got it. There's my whole graveyard. Lock down my 5/5. Get 2/2. Yeah, okay. I might deck out first at this rate. Just activate it now. Who cares what it is? Yes, the mighty 1/1 is here. I have 3 cards left in my deck. They milled the Bewildering. I don't know that that's right. Huh. Because I kill them exactly right now. And... Yep, so we go... Kill that. Shuffle my thing back in. Get them for 5. Possibly redraw it. We did redraw it. Okay. Kill their guy. Shuffle it back in. How many cards I have left? 3. So I did have one more dragon that I could shuffle back in. Okay, and they know they're dead now. But yeah, I had just the right number of cards, because they were going to die with the trigger on the stack to deck me out at that point. So milling the Bewildering was a tiny bit surprising there. Because if they could have made it so that they didn't die exactly, but then they would be drawing 3 cards, which they couldn't actually do at that point either, maybe. Maybe the math just didn't quite work out for them. Maybe if they hadn't have cast the 3/3 in the first place, then. Alright, well, we made it to 3 wins, so if we can get one more, we have succeeded. Very intense game. Yeah, feeling the control matchup made me want to draw the extra cards rather than give my guys haste, because the extra cards in hand, when I could all but guarantee damage with my dragons, made it a lot more appealing. Because as we proved in the other game, the haste doesn't matter if I run out of gas in that kind of matchup. But that time it felt more like I needed the card draw anyway. Like, the dragons all having flash too meant that the haste was less relevant at the time. And we certainly drew a lot of extra cards to put a lot of extra pressure on them, so I think that was better than if they had have just had haste. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to go back and analyze that, like, turn by turn to see what else I could have possibly done there. Alright. The only way this could be better is if this were one of the dragons, so that way I would have Caustic Exhale this turn. Or something like that, yeah. Okay, it's fine. We're going to go get my island here. Well, you are tardy to this party. I will take action. I will grab an island. I need to hit my third land drop. Figure the rest out from there. That's fine. Alright, Roamer's routine to go get my mountain now. I'm blocking your 3-1 if it's attacking by itself. I'm blocking the 2-2 most likely if you cast it pre-combat. And if you kill my guy and can still cast the 2-2, then good beats, I guess. Like, not a whole lot I can do about that. Oh good, I drew another land. So let's make sure it's leaving my swamp open. Yeah. Alright. Ah, a snare my thing. Well, in that case, let's kill. I think we still killed this one first. Yeah, they get to snare my guy right now. Take 3, go to 10. Oh, I have a flash dragon. Yeah, mildly annoying, although it did tap them out of red, so there's that. Alright. Come on, one dragon. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be real good here. Alright, force them to double spell to tap my dragon first. Seize the opportunity. Taps my guy, and they're giving +2/+1. Alright, so we let that happen. So going to Caustic, Behold the Dragon, kill. Kill that. Hold that dragon. Then flash in this. Choose Caustic again. Caustic. Submit 0. Behold the dragon. Yeah, I think we just kill him. And take the 5 here. Yeah, effectively drawing more land is not where I wanted to be right now. I do think I attack, though, because it's not a very good blocker on their 3-4. Hey. Alright. As long as it's leaving me with the blue mana open. Attempt to kill it. Alright, they can pull back their 3-1. 3-1's a lot less scary than a 3-4 here. Alright, I think we're stable. A little scary, not gonna lie. Wish I could threaten one more point of damage, then I could attack with the 2 4/4s. Alright. Still only a 4-3 when it attacks. 5-3 when it attacks. Alright. See what we find. Grab the Snakeskin Veil now, while it's got hexproof. And then swing for 5 in the air. Okay. Well, that was close. Okay, we got our 4 wins. Deck is a great success. I am the best at Magic ever. And now I have to play against a Mythic player. It's fine. I've totally got this one. Opponent goes first. It's kind of a low impact hand. Ooh, and they are probably a, like, well, they're at least 3 color. I'm going to guess that they're a Sultai deck at this point. Oh. Abzan? Still Sultai, but they got a white splash worth going for. Alright, I'll attack for 1, see if they block. If they do, yep. Pull out the old Humbling Elder and humble that monkey. And yeah, pass turn. I got a lot of minor stuff going on right now. Nothing too crazy. Yep. I'm assuming my Relic is going because it's the highest impact card, but it might be Snakeskin Veil. I doubt they're taking the Sentinel. Yeah. Alright, well, at least they don't know about that one. So, to play a land for 1. If they don't want to trade, it'll just give me a 2/2. They might know something's up because I didn't play the Sentinel, but the Sentinel's also doing nothing on this board, so... Yeah... They're showing a lot of abs and stuff, so even if they they can then put the counter on their guy, and I would have to trade, or they can put it on that thing. So yeah, play the land they don't know about. Yep, just keep attacking with my 1/1 Death Toucher. Surely that will get there. Surely. Okay. Kill their 3/3 gives me a 2/2. Yeah, I think that's actually fine here. Because I don't want them blocking with the 1/1 or with the Death Toucher now that they've got a flyer and they don't really care about my 2/2 on the ground and they want to get my Death Toucher out of the way. Oh, I'm misplaying the island there. That was bad. I kind of forgot that I... Well, I can protect my creatures, so I guess I'm discarding the island then? I know. They're gonna make me use my thing. It's fine. I don't have to discard a card and I don't lose my creature. Will I block the 3/4 this turn? Pretty sure it's attacking. Oh, it did not attack. Alright, well, I'm still attacking. Because if they weren't willing to trade the 3/4 for it, then they're not blocking my guy either. Let's get a red and another blue. And sure, let's play out the island because I do have card draw spells in my deck, so... The problem is most of my dragons are smaller than their dragons right now. Alright, that's going to give them a body they don't mind trading off for my Death Toucher with. But it's also just a 2/2, so... Well, it's 2 2/2s, but... Now they're willing to attack with the 3/4. And the 5/4. If they're attacking with the 5/4, I am trading for the 5/4 now because my 2/2 flyer is out, or my 2/2 reach creature rather is outclassed on the ground. So I think we still do this. I could trade for the 3/4 and try to race a bit more on the ground, but that doesn't feel great with what I have. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the 2/1 for right now. If they kill the 2/2 token and get to attack me for like a few extra points of damage, that sucks, but... They had 2 Kishla Trawlers and they're going to get to draw 2 cards and give their guy lifelink now. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. Oh well, at least we made it to 4 life, or 4 wins first. Yeah, trade off with the pumped one. Alright, and I drew an island. Cool. Alright, so run out my guys so I can trade with their ground creature. And pass turn. Yeah, I'm just very dead now. Them getting to draw 2 cards off of giving their guy lifelink is so bad for me. Like, even if they did not have an army of flyers here, I would not be able to win this game anymore. Like, if these were just 2/2 ground creatures, or... If these were enchantments, I'd be very dead right now. Like, I would have 7 more life, and I still would be struggling to win this game. And I drew more land. Okay, you got it. Ah, well. Like I said, at least we got to 4 wins first, so... I almost said 4 lands first. At least we got to 4 wins first before we picked up the 3rd loss, so... All in all, a rousing success. Get to move on. Alright, so that'll do it for this draft. If you're, if you're watching this live, give me a minute or two. I'll be back on doing another one. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.